Welcome back. This is Emily Hester with Krista 2, and we're going to continue our discussion on metaphysics and the metaphysical. Metaphysical, I mean, it's just so broad. It's just
very broad.
I mean, so it's just pretty much you're including everybody. It's
because even religion can fall in that. Science, physics, that's part of the word.
Yeah.
The sciences, it all has a place in it. Health and wellness for a lot of us in this community, it complementary healthcare, holistic alternative medicine is not only do we take parts from metaphysics, but it is actually used in health and healing, which is in our mind, is a very physical aspect. We may not think of that as being a spiritual thing.
All right. I have a question. Do you think once you start participating in one modality like Reiki, that you get pulled into wanting to learn yoga? And then is it kind of like
they build upon each other?
Yes, yeah. Kind of like where you go deeper and deeper, like massage or yoga is well known. So, that's kind of, to me,
so I say a lot of time, yes, that yoga and Reiki is like a gateway drug.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah. So now that's not everybody's experience. So I believe everyone is born with gifts and abilities, and there's a wide range of different. There's the clairs. There's clairvoyance, claircognizant, clairsentient,
and you're in Claire.
Yeah. Some people have those gifts innately apparent. They have an awareness with it. So people start down this metaphysical path at different stages and levels and at different places. Some people have been aware of all these things their whole life. Some people wake up to it later in life, and then some people kind of cycle in and out throughout their life. And but I do find, well, at least for me, that there are certain practices or modalities that's going to kind of help open up things for you that maybe you weren't even aware of. I'll tell you personally, I never thought of myself as a medium, and I still don't call myself a medium. But through my Reiki practice and learning about Reiki and then experiencing Reiki and working with the energy, I have had a few of those experiences, and I don't even know that I label them as mediumship, but to make it did help me make connections in the different realms, but primarily it's just helped me to be more open and less judgy of it.
So there are yoga and Reiki all deal with energy, correct? Is yoga more into the breathing, the breath, more than Reiki? Or is it all just different?
What I like to say, a lot of these practices and modalities, it's all ice cream, but just different flavors. So yoga, Reiki, Tai Chi, even some other Native American practices, a lot of them, it's really all a similar thing. It's the breath. And the breath, my feeling is the breath is the physical manifestation of the chi, of the energy. It is the physical manifestation of life force energy.
And you
And-
can't see it. So therefore, it's also, you usually can't see spirits unless you have that gifting. But
well, okay, so maybe you cannot see life force energy. You cannot see wind, but you can see the effects
yes,
that it has. When the wind
but you
blows,
can feel it.
yeah, when the wind blows, you see things move. When you breathe, you feel the breath, but do you see the breath? Well, if it's 30 degrees outside, you'll see the effect the breath is having on the environment. But you don't always see it with your physical third dimensional eye, but you see the effects of it, you feel the effects of it. So you say, can you see Reiki? Some practitioners who have different giftings or abilities will see things. I feel things.
They have I may be getting off subject a little bit but there are machines that can actually pick up on the energy from someone's hands.
There is technology out there, actually a wide variety of different technologies that can sense, pick up, even quantify the different energies, frequencies, vibrations that we believe is that physical evidence of Reiki or energy work. And I myself, I don't really think of myself as a very sciencey person, but I am trying to learn more about those technologies and begin to use them and incorporate them into my practice. Still learning about all that, but yes, there are ways you can monitor and measure energy. And I'm excited to hopefully bring that awareness into our community in the very near future.
Yes.
So stay tuned.
Yes. I was just thinking, you were talking about breath and how even if you weren't involved in something that's considered metaphysical, but I do occasionally I'll get on a good routine and do walking. Never really worked up to the running, but I do walking. And I do have spiritual practices that, I speak to my higher power. I speak to God. And I do find in motion, even in motion, and I'm concentrating. I'm walking. So I'm able to dedicate that time and it opens up a spiritual,
channel.
I walk. Yes.
Yeah.
That you don't even have to be in a group or doing yet, that you can also spiritually connect.
So to jump in there to talk about meditation a little bit, it's kind of trendy right now across all different arenas, and there are many different types of meditations. And we kind of feel like, oh no, I've got to do it right. I've got to do it this certain way. Oh, you're supposed to clear your mind. You're not supposed to think about things. You're not.
Yeah.
No. Anytime, anything that kind of gets you in that altered state of your, it's a focus, but it is a softened focus. So going on nature walks, lying down and listening to soft music. Those
I
could
think
all
you do
be
it with like praise or religious music or chants from any different.
Okay, I can zone out to a good Pink Floyd song and feel like
Yeah.
I just had a great meditation.
Yeah, even without the extra things that usually go along with that.
Okay.
Well, I was talking about going to Reiki or yoga trigger and open you up to want more and to move to different.
Oh, try different things. And some of the people I know in the community, you know, had been having mediumistic experiences their whole life, but maybe they've never done yoga or haven't done Reiki, and they learned that. I started with yoga and Reiki. You know, some people are into tarot cards and oracle cards. Some people are into astrology. All these things are they're all tools. They're just tools. There's a lot, and let me tell you, there's a lot of metaphysical Christians. I mean, it's a very if you look at the Bible, it is full of metaphysical material, metaphysical tools. A lot of us do start off with meditation or Reiki or like you said, getting a massage. Like that's very that's a normal.
Well, we won't even just single out Christians. People who practice other religions sometimes also do metaphysical type things.
Most of religions have rituals and magic. It is part of their practice, whether they want to label it as that or not. You know, if you a lot of people in our community are into crystals and that energy vibration that stones carry. My feeling is they are alive, not in the way that we are, but there is an energy, a vibration or frequency that is carried in crystals and rocks. I mean, they are a part of Mother, or like they are Gaia. Crystals and jewels and stones are mentioned in several places. I mean, Solomon's temple, I think it's talked about probably in Revelation and some of the prophecies.
Certain things were used.
Yes.
There were specifications of
Jesus laid hands upon the sick.
Yes.
And there are many Christians even today that use energy healing and use hands as the
with the Reiki and the Reiki the
you know that it's not called Reiki. Reiki is just one of the labels of energy work. There's many other different energy healing modalities. So is it all the same? I mean, I think it all originates from source. It's just it has its own little flavor, and I think, you know, we are a diverse. We are a planet full of diversity, not only with the fauna, you know, plant life, animal life, but there are many different people too. And I think, you know, just different personalities of people resonate with different things. And so aren't we so blessed and fortunate to have so many different tools to choose from? And yes, a lot of us in the metaphysical community, we may start off with one interest, but a lot of us dabble in many other interests, and we may gravitate to one or two particular things more, or we may be better at them or have a more natural inclination or talent in some areas more than others. But a lot of us do explore other areas and learn from each other, learn from our our cohorts in this arena.
If someone is interested, but they don't know exactly, just they're interested in just something metaphysical,
And they don't know where to start.
yes, what would you suggest? Where would be, what's the vanilla before they get
First-
into
first
the
step.
rocky road?
So of course
or
I
the-
would recommend they come to a meetup.
Yes.
That, you know, if you can come to one of the meetups the second Wednesday of the month in the Jackson area right now. Also, so I guess it would depend on what topic or area of interest first got your attention. That would be where you would want to start.
Because I guess if somebody is feeling, will they feel energies, then they would want to go on an energy path. But if someone is hearing things, but no, can pick up on, are just very intuitive, then there might be something else that they want to try.
Right. Well, the next thing I would say is this is a marathon, not a sprint. So
And
don't be in a hurry. Just be interested, explore. You know, we are growing the website, so we plan to have, we have things in the works right now. We plan to have resources on there, blogs about certain topics, and of course our directory that will have different businesses or individuals who work with these different modalities, practices. But as far as where to start,
and not everybody's goal is to become a practitioner.
no.
In
Well, it
the-
wasn't my goal.
I know.
I was just curious.
Just because you like to eat doesn't mean you have to learn how to cook
Yeah. Yeah.
or open a restaurant.
Right. But sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
So, you know, finding community is a great place to start. But I also want to say, don't get lost in a community. Even though I'm helping foster this community with others, I want our listeners to always know it's your path, your journey, not someone else's. We can answer questions for you. We can share with you our experiences. We could even give you advice, possibly if you asked, but your path is not our path. You are a unique human being, and it's your job to find those answers for yourself and to explore those things for yourself. I think our job as fellow human beings is to support and encourage and cheer on and sometimes guide and sometimes inform. But once someone informs you and guides you a little, it's still your step to make. It's still your path to take. It's still sometimes you're paving a whole new path in uncharted territory.
Ooh, I
and
didn't think
you
about that.
are creating that path for possibly other people to follow for a little while until they're ready to start their own path. So don't give your autonomy away. Don't give your power away. Always be authentic, but be willing to learn and grow, and be willing to look at yourself and check yourself. I have to do that frequently. You know, this is a big area. They're like, the umbrella of metaphysics is huge, and I know for myself, I feel pretty good about where I am on my path, what modalities have spoke to me the most. But I'm also aware that 5 or 10 years from now, I it may look a little different for me. So I try to stay open to what's next. For me, yoga and Reiki was what really opened that door for me. But I'm open to learn other things and let that unfold how it will.
Make sure to check out our website at metaphysicalms.com. That's metaphysical.ms.com. We have an events calendar, directory of services, yoga class calendar, a YouTube channel, and a podcast is coming soon. So check it out. Thanks.